part of the day? Doing orientation and mobility, going outside and crossing streets. The specialists that work here, they would teach us students how to travel independently, detect the traffic, whether if it's a stoplight or a stop sign. I used to not like to tell people that I'm totally blind, but you know, nowadays I'm not afraid to say it because that's who I am and I am blessed.
During our teachings, it's always like, we're visual learners. And for students that don't, have limited vision or don't have vision at all, a lot of people, I think that they aren't capable of doing a lot of things, but they just need to be given the proper tools and training to accomplish what anybody else can accomplish. And, that's what we hope to do.
St. Joseph's School for the Blind is the only school for the blind in the state of New Jersey, which makes us a very unique school.
Not only are we working on academics, we're also working on life skills, we're working on community-based instruction. We also integrate all the therapy services into their programs, so they're receiving whatever individualized program is appropriate for them. We have art for the students, we have music for the students, physical education classes. Not only do we address the needs that they have within a school setting, but also to be successful in the home and in community.
There are people who are very knowledgeable with working with the blind, and there are other people who are very knowledgeable with working with people who have cerebral palsy or autism or any other condition. But a lot of times those two things don't come together. And when you have a student who is both visually impaired and has other conditions, you need somebody who understands that variety of conditions and how they interact with each other. And I think that's the unique perspective that our school has to offer.
Blindness runs in my family. My grandfather lived with us for many years and he was blind, so I had a lot of experience helping him out around the home. Modern day technology is fantastic, that it's allowed my students with different visual conditions and levels of vision to really access everything. I love what I do. The kids are fantastic. They make it worth it to come to school.
Our students are typical in the area of emotions where, sometimes they have difficulties that they're dealing with, and I provide that support, that safe space where they can talk about what's happening with them.
I was 6 months pregnant and I found out my daughter was going to be born blind. And as every parent can imagine, you're lost and you lose faith and hope. When I saw how Sanaa was developing, it really made me feel that I had put her in this safe space, in this place where she was gonna be okay. And even if I was lost, they would help me find myself again and find myself for her. I wouldn't even know where to start to ask for this type of relationship that St. Joseph's built with our family.
The thing about my job is that it really helps me learn about the things that I take for granted. When I hear a student mention the things that we're working on and say that things are getting easier because we're working on it, really makes me feel good. Or when I'm watching a kid walk in the hallway using a skill that we've been working really hard on without me having to be there to facilitate it is the part that really makes me grateful for what I do here.
St. Joe's has been a part of the Jersey City community for over 100 years, and our students have become an integral part of the community. They work in the community, they volunteer in the community.
Several times Jersey City was voted the most diverse city in the nation. And I think that extends to our school. Our staff is very diverse, our population of students is very diverse, and that's one of the things I love about our school and about Jersey City.
St. Joe's is a magnificent place, and if there's a piece of equipment that a student needs, our administrators will do their best to get it. But These items are expensive. We need support to help our students flourish.
School districts subsidize the students to be able to come here, but that doesn't cover everything.
Having that extra support from the communities definitely takes us that extra mile.
Bluetooth keyboards, their iPads, touchscreen computers, keyboards with braille displays, magnification devices. We have been fortunate enough to get those things because of the community and the donations that we have received.
I first got Tyrese when he was 3 years old. Tyrese was going through, a situation in the home and winded up being a child of the state. And during that time, they asked me, how would I feel about taking in, a student? Hi, buddy.
Hi.
What's happening?
I'm good.
How was school?
I'm doing very great in school.
Awesome. Did you have a good day?
Yes, I did. My blindness has never held me back. Never. I have achieved what I wanted to achieve. I have learned how to play the piano with visually impaired skills. Nothing, including my blindness, will ever hold me back.
And if they think they can beat me at something, when they start getting that competitive spirit in them that they're typically developing peers have, then I know I've met my mark.